First of all, I must give thanks to Jehovah for assisting and guiding us and protecting us and pull us through safely once again in the 2017 hurricane season.
Belize was spared the wrath of the 2017 tropical Atlantic hurricane season, which ranks as the most destructive and among the busiest on record. 3 storms, Harvey, Irma, and Maria, did the most of the damage, and vulnerable nations are still recovering. In all, 17 named storms passed over the Atlantic Ocean basin. 10 of them became hurricanes, 6 of them major, of category 3 or higher on the Saffir-Simpson scale.
The forecast for the 2017 hurricane season was above normal activity, and that is just what happened. For this season, we had 17 named storms, and of those 17 named storms, 10 of them became hurricane. And out of the 10 hurricane, I think it was 6 or 7, it was 6 of them that became major hurricane. And when we refer to major hurricanes, we are talking category 3 or higher on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. So that's it. The 2 strongest systems that formed during this season was Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Maria. As it pertains to Belize, we were very blessed that none of those 17 systems came our way. Didn't impact us, but we had 2 that came near the Belize border. Those were Tropical Storm Franklin and Tropical Storm Harvey.
But what caused this very active hurricane season? According to the weather experts, nearly ideal conditions in both the atmosphere and ocean gave rise to the destructive storms. During the peak of the season, vertical wind shear, which can disrupt storm development, was significantly lower than average, right where Irma, Jose, and Maria reached their peak strengths. The warmer than average tropical Atlantic Ocean was also a big factor, with September sea surface temperatures the 3rd warmest on record. The regular tropical waves off Africa were quick to take full advantage of these hurricane-friendly conditions as soon as they entered the region.
Wind shear in the atmosphere decreased significantly, and with that being decreasing significantly, it gave way to more conducive activity in the North Atlantic basin. Another factor was the very high sea surface temperature. It was way above normal that we had. And another thing was a shift in the Enso pattern later in the season that also caused the vertical wind shear to reduce, and as I said before, was very conducive for tropical cyclone activity.
And those conditions gave rise to major hurricanes that caused massive damage in the Caribbean and parts of the USA. Storms, Minister Castro says, no one can be prepared enough for.
I don't think none of us in the Caribbean or anywhere else, even in the great United States of America, can really prepare for what we are experiencing now and seeing because of climate change. Those category 5 storms that as soon as they left Africa, it seems like they develop into a category 3, 4, and 5, reaching maximum with maximum sustained winds. It is very difficult to plan for something like that. Not just Belize, but we are doing what we can do. And one of the most important things that we can do for people is information. So if you notice, if we recognize that a storm is coming our way, we always make sure that we prepare our people and inform them to get to safer grounds, take shelter, and move them whether by bus transportation or boat transportation. Those are the best weapon that we can ever have, is proper and timely information.
June to November is Belize's rainy season, which caused flooding in different parts of the country. Minister Castro says that NEMO continues to review their mechanisms as a part of overall preparedness.
As a precaution not to have the amount of flooding in those different parts of the country, we have the NEMO backhoe that goes from north to south to clear out most of the drains and to make the path a lot easier for the water to pass. Because what used to happen in the past is that some of the drains are clogged, and so it creates other problem for us by washing away roads, washing away culverts, washing away bridges, and so on. So we are really utilizing the backhoe that we have in our possession at NEMO, so that you will notice that we will experience less damages as a result of that.
Each year, the World Meteorological Organization removes hurricanes that cause significant losses to life and property from the list of storms. It is likely that Harvey, Irma, and Maria will be removed from 2017's list. Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.